Welcome to episode 4 on the self-defense episodes. Here we're going to cover the basic self-defense against common attacks and strikes in the street. Let's take a look. So I've got Charlie next to me here to demonstrate the 360-degree defense. Charlie's going to attack me in a sequence using his left hand attack and his right hand attack. As you can see, I am blocking with the bone part of my forearm, and the idea is when I block, I want to keep a 90-degree bend or just past 90-degree bend. If I don't keep it 90-degree bend, what happens when he attacks, it folds my arm in and I can still get hit. So I want to be able to meet the strike. So if Charlie goes a little bit harder this time, just for one attack, I can block and meet him. What we're going to do now is I'm going to have to diffuse it, the attack. Even though I'm blocking, Charlie's just going to keep attacking. So at some stage I've got to intercept. So what we're going to do now is what's just called a burst punch, or bursting or thrusting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simultaneously block and hit. For training purposes, we're just going to touch the shoulder of your partner. Bear this in mind, we all are different shapes and sizes. You have to be honest to yourself and your physical abilities. If you are much smaller than your attacker and you can't get away, then when you block, you might have to ride with the power. And what I mean by this, if Charlie gives me a hard strike, once again, I might be able to slow it down, but it still could make contact because of the size and power that he generates for the size of his structure. So for me being a smaller person, if he does the same strike again, I ride with it, getting away from the power. And this also gives me a great angle to maybe circle with the footwork and escape to my safety. You might have seen me when Charlie goes to the midsection that I block and I move my foot back. The reason being is because most attacks that come like this is normally they're carrying a knife. Now, if Charlie goes for the stab with the knife and I just block and hit, I don't know how long the blade is and it still could penetrate. Now, this is going a little bit fast forward into weapons. We're not there yet with the episodes, but we just want to demonstrate why I create hip space. So when Charlie does go for the thrust, I'm here. So I'm creating distance. My goal is to hurt Charlie with just that one strike. So in slow motion, if he does the right strike, I want to be able to hit his nose as hard as I can to cause a disruption. Even if it just staggers him for a little bit, because then I can finish my attack, or that could buy me survival time to create more distance. Now that's the power of the 360-degree defense. So now we've got my partner Joe today, and Joe is going to demonstrate defense against a palm strike or any kind of straight strikes coming forward. So the first thing we're going to do is a rotation using our forearm and our natural body mechanics to turn and then come back with a counter strike. Because at the end of the day, we want to disrupt their attack. So let's see the demonstration. I'm going to go for a left strike to Joanna. Joanna's going to use her right arm to deflect with a rotation, and you can see that sets up her palm strike. Now this could give her a little bit of time to exit or to follow up with a continuous combination of strikes. The same goes for my right hand. So it's the mirror side. Now Joanna's going to use her left forearm to deflect and then use the opposite hand for the palm strike to give me something to think about instead of me continuing the attack. Now we're going to go over some basic defense against some basic kicks in the street used by an attacker. Normally attackers don't use their legs as much because they're not really trained, because obviously you can lose a lot of balance. However, some guys out there are going to throw some football kicks. So let's go over a basic defense against those kicks. We're going to start off with the front kick. I'm going to use my left leg towards Joanna's midsection to try and kick her away. Joanna's just going to scoop it away by deflecting it with her left forearm. Now she's going to follow up with a palm strike. Ideally, you want to land that palm strike before my leg touches the ground, because then I'm going to be hit off balance. The same thing goes for a round kick on the left side. Exactly the same defense. And this could also be done if I was going to give someone a groin kick with the left side. Now this could give Joanna a good opportunity to exit because she got to my blind side when she scoops away. She could hit and then she could run. And she's gone. Right? So by the time I turn around to get her, she's at least 10 feet distance away from me. So now we're going to go over defense against my right leg with those three same kicks. But now Joanna's going to deflect using her right arm and palm striking me with the left hand. The same thing goes with a round kick. And the same thing goes for a groin kick. Now, obviously we're demonstrating a palm strike for a follow-up, but this could be an elbow strike, it could be a knee strike, it really depends what is available at that time. Thank you for joining me in episode 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 5.